Hello, my friends, and welcome. Today is November the 3rd, and this is the situation report from the front lines of the Ukraine-Russian war. Okay, so today there's only been clarification to some areas of the front. So let me go in and we can show over here. We'll go to the Kharkiv area. Okay, let's see here. Well, we've had some major fighting. However, there have been really no gains except for Russia. Russia did push in about 4 kilometers. This was a couple of days ago, but nothing today. Ukraine did take some land up here. That was in the gray area. Okay. And they're pushing really hard, guys, for this highway between Satovi and Crimea. The idea is to cut the supply lines and then to take Crimea and Satovi, and then to push into Staroblinsk. Okay, but no major gains. Let's go to the Bakhmut area. And if we can see, this was a couple of days ago. Yeah, they did take some area south of Bakhmut, around the Opini area, this little piece right here. They've been working on that for months and they lost major soldiers, well, hundreds of soldiers actually. We'll get to that in just a little bit. What else? Let's see here. I don't think nothing too much here, right? You can see it just a little bit. They actually lost some ground over there. This was a couple of days ago. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Major fighting reported in the Divka area. So the Russians are trying to come in from the south and encircle it. And they're getting pretty close, guys. Like, I'm thinking Ukraine is going to have to withdraw from this area, because they don't want to be encircled and, killed out to hell. So, these poor guys. So, what else we got going on here? We've got some action here south of Pavlinka. Okay, so if we come back, this was on the 31st of October, and November 1st, you can see that we pushed them back. They did take some area up here, and we pushed back down here too. Let me come back. See, nothing new here. Okay, and there was a little bit of correction in the Kherson area, right in this area, this little pocket in here. Let me zoom in on that. So that was on October 31st, and then November 2nd. You can see that they just lost a little bit of an area there. Now, supposedly the Russians are withdrawing from here and at the same time reinforcing their lines, but I think it's just a ploy, guys. But we'll get to that in just a sec. Okay, let's first go to the Russian losses. Okay, so today we're sitting at 297,000. Damn, that's a lot of losses. And for the day, they estimate around 2,920. So yesterday, and we're sitting at 74,000 killed, so approximately. So this was yesterday. They were sitting at 73,270. So in one day, they lost 730 soldiers. And then if we go back to the day before yesterday, they were at 72,470. They lost 800 soldiers the day before. Okay, this was the day before. Yeah, the day before, 24 armored combat vehicles, 16 tanks, 3 artillery, and today 27 armored vehicles, 20 tanks, and 20 artillery. No aircraft, helicopters, ships, and boats. Okay, now I did want to show you guys this. Okay, let's see here. Okay, Russians' war in Ukraine, the retreat in southern Ukraine signaled. Okay, so let's go and check this out real quick. I think it was down here. No, that's the grain deal. Okay, this is routers. Russian forces are likely to abandon their foothold on the west bank of Ukraine's Dnieper River, a Russian-installed occupation official said, signaling a massive Russian retreat, or goodwill gesture, if you will, that if confirmed would be a major turning point in the war. Yeah. And we've got the same thing from ABC News. Officials think Russia plotting withdrawal from the Kherson area. And why is that? Well, because guys, this is basically an island here where the troops, they're having problems getting reinforcements and supplies. Supposedly there's 20 to 25,000 troops all in this area. There's a further 40,000 in this area. Now, every time they fire from here, they have to bring supplies across the river. And the Ukrainians have been taken out, or they've taken out all the bridges. And recently at the Tonivka bridge, they had a pontoon bridge, and just today or yesterday, Ukraine blew it up with the HIMARS. So really hard to get supplies in that area, guys. And this is the thing, like they're just teeing off on these guys. Can you imagine not having any food or water and not being able to use all your supplies? It's a miracle that they did take a little bit of land back here, so they do have some equipment, but they are running out, guys, and they know it, and that's why they're withdrawing. And the same thing, guys, like I'm going to show you this. Like if I was Ukraine, okay, you would want to cut this piece off too, because they're getting reinforcements and supplies from here. If you cut this bridge off, this piece off here, all of this becomes what Kherson is right now, just an island where they can't resupply. And if you can't resupply, then the Ukrainians will just tee off and grind them down and really wear them out. This right here, though, this is going to be the first step. We're going to see if they do withdraw, just what kind of effect that's going to have on Putin, because that is getting really weak for Putin. Let's see. Western officials believe Russia is planning an orderly, well-planned, and deliberate military withdrawal from Kherson. Like that's what we're hoping. Western officials Western officials are confident Russia's military is setting the conditions for withdrawal from Kherson, the only regional capital that has been occupied by the Russian forces since February. This is true, guys. Like, it's a miracle that they didn't blow up the bridge in the first place. And some were saying that the governor there was corrupt and actually a Russian agent. And I believe he's under arrest. Okay, the Russian military is preparing to make a strategic withdrawal and move its forces across the Dnieper River. And see, guys, if they do that, it's because they can't get supplies because all the bridges are cut. How are you going to supply? There's about 20,000 men in this area. And once that happens, it's been reported that Ukraine has got forces here where if you cut this area, the same thing is going to happen. Okay, so this is the genius of the plan, if you ask me. And what I believe is going to happen soon. And it's hard to tell now with the winter coming and the weather, the roads, the mud. This is going to last a while. Okay, so I did want to show you guys some more here because I want to show you this article here. Russia U-turn allows grain deal. What happened to the advertisement? Okay. Interesting. And you just cover up the whole title. Okay, well, let's see here. Basically, guys, Putin got punked, okay? Days after Russia suspended support for the grain exports through the Black Sea, it agreed with Turkey to restart its participation in the agreement. Now that is funny, guys, because they didn't stop. Ukraine and Turkey and NATO, they kept on with the grain shipments, sending ships out, and Russia stopped it, or stopped involvement in it, and they kept on going, like basically saying, well, you can't do a damn thing about it. And so for Russia, it was better to make the appearance that they gave permission than to accept that they can't do anything about it and just look like they're getting punked. So let's see here. Russia accused Ukraine on Saturday of using a safety corridor for grain ships to attack its fleet in Crimea. Yeah, exactly. However, the UN, Turkey, and Ukraine continued sending ships even after Russia halted its support for the deal. Again, guys, now Russia's defense ministry says Kyiv has given written assurances not to use the route for military action. And if we go back, so the ships are leaving Odessa over here and coming down to Turkey. Ukraine came over here to Sevastopol and bombed with the drones, bombed their ships. So it's not even the same route, okay? That's what's interesting. This is just a safe face by the Russians. Let's see, under the agreement, ships are allowed to sail through a safe corridor before being inspected by a special coordination team in Turkey and then heading through the Bosphorus Strait. Okay, the deal ends on 19th of November and those involved still have to agree extending it according to the UN. Okay, how much grain? Okay. The world community has made it clear, we do not believe your lies. We will continue to send ships so the poorest in the world do not have to suffer. Again, Russia has again tried to use hunger as a weapon. Yeah. So guys, basically Putin got punked. Okay. And I did want to show you guys this video. Let's see here. Okay, this is a Ukrainian tank hitting the Russian forces at close range, guys. This is a good video here. Here's the Ukrainian tank and here's the Russian tank. Check this out. Boom. Ouch. Yikes. Okay, I'll show you that real quick. And there was also another video here. Right here. Okay, this comes from Radio Free Europe, guys, and it shows the equipment that they're using. It's old. It's not dilapidated, but it's old. However, they're still hitting it. Let's go to it.
Ви особисто як вважаєте, це ефективне озброєння, враховуючи те, що воно радянське?
50 на 50.
Чому?
Ну, потому что оно старое. Ну, оно, как, можно сказать, что эффективное, но, тем не менее, новая техника.
Still saying that the equipment they have is effective. The new equipment is more effective, okay? At least they're making do with what they've got. Damn, that sounded mean.
Це 2С3. Самохідна артилерійська установка калібром 152 мм. Машина старенька, радянська, але, як кажуть хлопці, задає вогню і виконує свої бойові задачі попри її вік. Найголовніше її вчасно обслуговувати, ну і аби були снаряди та найважливіше цілі. По чому стріляли?
По піхоті. Скупчення людей 20 чоловік.
Ефективно
на 100%. так як в нас є спостережник з повітря.
Air observer, that
І
means a
кожен
drone.
снаряд, як більше до цілі лягає, так ми і працюємо, і кожен снаряд лягає в ціль.
Every shell
Ну,
hits
наразі
its
це
target.
старе озброєння
Interesting, this
радянських
patch
60-х
here,
років,
the skull, it looks
наскільки
like
воно
one of
сьогодні
the Wagner
боєздатне
ones,
і чи варто
right
його
next to the
замінювати?
Ukraine. So it's not Wagner, but
Боєздатне, так як
it's similar.
стріляє, влучаємо в ціль.
Skull with the
Звичайно, що
red cap.
потреба є в тому, щоб нам доставили нове озброєння і перевчити особовий склад для неї. Якщо ми бачимо противника, нам доповідають, що є отака кількість, є там танки, є БМП, відповідно дають відразу координати цілі. Ну і обов'язково вражуємо, так як
60 to
навіть
70
не
shows a day.
обговорюється. На день
Yeah,
ми
that is a
інколи
lot of
стріляємо по
soldiers.
60, спочатку по 70 снарядів на день. Зараз, так як противник зрозумів, що у нас є така сила, тому
They have paused a
він
little,
трошки призупинився.
meaning that they're not going on
Та й
offense, they're more
працюємо як
defending.
ціль тоді, коли вже піхота наступає.
That is one mean sounding gun.
Казьонник,
Fire.
сюди ложиш снаряд, нажимаєш на досилку, він заїжджає в ствол, врізається юбкою в шліци, потім гільзу береш, комплектуєш заряд, які там говорять, перший, другий. Теж на досилатель, затвор піднімається, лоток опускається, ти даєш дозвіл.
And we can see
наводчик
Shrek hanging here.
дозвіл на вистріл. Продумана машина, все продумано. Для того часу все довольно все продумано добре.
Air quickly and everything will be fine. Okay, here's Shrek. It's kind of funny that they've got him hanging there.
Які її особливості, характеристики? Чим вона
1,000 horsepower. The turret is the same as the T-64. The bottom and the chassis are completely new.
А якого року ця машина?
I
Приблизно.
mean, it looks like it'll do some damage if you ask me.
Старенький Т-80, це затрофейний танк
Trophy
на
tank.
Сумщині із
T-80,
російських військ,
huh?
тут кажуть ленд-ліз. Власне,
Ленд-ліз.
Збройні сили
Quote
України
unquote.
наносять вогневе ураження із закритих позицій тут під Бахмутом.
That's always good to see Ukraine using the same equipment on the Russians. Oh, and you can even see it rocking. That's some force. I hate to be on the receiving end of that.
Зараз ми спустилися в укриття. Російські військові намагаються поцілити в Збройні Сили України, як чуєте, але їм не
But they're
вдається.
failing, thank goodness. Damn, that is mean. 100 millimeter, dating from the 1970s. So guys, I wanted to show you that one, and let's see what else we got up here. Creating APC with troops. Yeah, this was sad, guys. Let's see if it'll load up on for me. It doesn't look like it's gonna load up. Okay, I had another one lined up. Ukrainian artillery drone destroys a Russian IFV after it was spotted by a drone. This was ugly. Check this out, guys. There it is right there. Boom. Yep. Away she goes. Let's see, maybe we got this back. There we go. So guys, here are the Ukrainians just riding along. Let's go. They hit 2 landmines. Thankfully they're all safe because they're riding on top of it. And the date says 2021, however, that's off, guys. And the reason why we know it's off is because they started wearing the yellow bands just this month, or last month I should say, or recently. So we know that the year is off in the date. You can see the yellow bands. Thankfully that we're riding on 1, 2, yeah. So yeah, guys, war is hell, and I wanted to give you the situation report, and we'll see what I'm doing this daily now, guys, trying to keep these videos around the 20-minute area, getting footage from around, you know, everyone that's reporting, and giving you the updates and what I think is going to be happening on the front lines. And so if you like this type of style of video, guys, please give me a like, subscribe to the channel. It's brand new. I'd really appreciate that, guys, and I want to see how good I can get this channel to go. A lot of great channels out there, and I'm learning from them. And yeah, guys, I hope to see you on the next video. Give me a like, guys. I'd really appreciate that, and subscribe to the channel. Thank you, guys, and Slava Ukraine.